Imagine this. You are camping in the freezing mountains at night. Outside, the temperature is 30 C. You are inside your tent, safe, sleeping, and suddenly, something happens that makes 9 experienced hikers cut their tent open from the inside and run barefoot into the freezing darkness. No shoes, no jackets, no explanation. Days later, rescuers found their bodies scattered across the mountain. Some had crushed ribs. One had a broken skull, and one victim's tongue and eyes were missing. And the most terrifying part, no one knows what actually happened that night. This is the real horror story of the Dyatlov Pass Incident. And trust me, this story only gets darker. The expedition in January 1959, a group of 9 experienced hikers from the Soviet Union began a dangerous expedition in the Ural Mountains. Their leader was a 23-year-old student named Igor. They were skilled climbers. They had the right equipment, and they planned a 16-day journey deep into the frozen mountains. But something went horribly wrong. They never came back. The last night, on February 1st, 1959, the group set up their tent on a snowy mountain slope. Everything seemed normal. They cooked dinner. They wrote in their journals. They laughed and took photos. And then, that night, something happened. Because when rescuers finally found the campsite weeks later, the scene looked like a nightmare. The terrifying discovery. The tent was still there, but it had been cut open from the inside with a knife. Inside the tent were their boots, their coats, their food, everything. But the hikers were gone. Footprints in the snow showed that all 9 hikers ran away from the tent, barefoot. Some were wearing only underwear, and they ran 1.5 kilometers into the freezing forest. Why would experienced hikers leave their only shelter in 30°C weather? Something must have terrified them. The bodies. Then rescuers started finding the bodies. The first 2 were found under a tree, barefoot, almost naked. They had tried to build a small fire, but they froze to death. 3 others were found crawling back toward the tent, as if they were trying to return, but collapsed in the snow. Months later, the last 4 bodies were discovered under deep snow, and this is where the story becomes truly disturbing. The strange injuries. 3 of the hikers had massive internal injuries, broken ribs, crushed chests. 1 had a fractured skull. Doctors said the damage looked like a high-speed car crash. But here's the strange part. There were no external wounds. Even stranger. 1 victim was missing her tongue. 2 others had missing eyes. No signs of a fight. No animal tracks. No footprints except their own. Theories for decades. People have tried to explain the mystery. Some theories include avalanche, secret military weapons, tests, UFO sightings, infrasound panic, even a mysterious creature. Some witnesses even reported seeing strange glowing lights in the sky that night. But none of these theories fully explain what happened. The official report simply said the hikers died because of an unknown compelling force. Imagine that. 9 experienced hikers running into a frozen forest at night from something so terrifying. They would rather face certain death in the snow than stay in that tent. And to this day, no one knows what they were running from. And this is only one of the many real horror mysteries that still haunt the world. If you enjoy true scary stories like this, make sure to subscribe to this channel. Because in the next video, I will reveal another real unsolved horror case that is even more disturbing than this one. And trust me, that story will keep you awake tonight.